make a video here about the solar system. I have been recently studying about astronomy. So this video is a larger part of the app Operation YouTube Protocol, or OUP. That's a big name, I know, but it doesn't make things. It does make things a little good. So I'm firstly gonna take a little look on these devices about Samsung before actually going to the solar system's astronomy. So taking about that, let's firstly see what's the latest models of Samsung and what improvements they gave to the old models. Firstly, this tab is Galaxy Tab 3. It's pretty old, but we don't have money to buy any new things, so I'll update that later. This wallpaper is quite nice, right? Okay, whatever. Let's go back to what we are talking about. S20 Ultra and Note 20 Ultra series are one of the most latest of them. These often run on Android systems, but actually Android is not owned by Samsung. There was a deal with some Android company that they stated that we are gonna be buying some. We don't have actually enough money, so if you give us money, we'll give you this operating system. They got to Samsung first, but they didn't have enough money, so they didn't do that. They then got to Google, and then they owned it. Imagine what it will be if Bixby run on the Android devices instead of Google. So it's kind of a good thing about that, but Android operating systems are not actually one central system. Unlike iOS 13 or 14 or anything, there are Android KitKat or Xcake, etc. I'm not gonna say anything. Why do they have names? A person asked, and actually they said because it makes life sweeter. That's a funny thing, and well, that's the thing. Okay, these have a lot of storages, the latest device, and I have learned that there's actually a lot of fluidity, etc. Unlike these old devices, they have no of these. These are full actually like that. So all these things around. Also, it is good on some things and bad on something. Everything has a disadvantage or an advantage. The first thing is speed. It has a lot of quick speed like this. My one is older version. You will find much faster comparisons on the rest of the internet. So it's actually a lot fast on some things, but on some areas like the Galaxy I cannot say that S7, there are exploding batteries. That has been cancelled on many countries, so there are not much. It's also dangerous to bring the battery out. Those who break the screen and then check inside, I have a terrible problem removing the batteries on Samsung. But now let's look in the bright side of the advantages again. Its speed, as I said, was a lot good. Yeah, there's also Google Play service, which come, etc. There are a lot of apps which are installed already there. Google Play, etc. Oh, speaking of Google Play, let's go back to the thing. So there are two words. Solar work free. No, that's three words. Yeah, that's three words. I didn't know about that. So let's see. So Solar Work Free is already installed, but I am gonna show you how to download. You can pause the video now, but I'm not saying I will just not freeze like this. Okay. So Solar Work Free. There are a lot of devices. This is from the same company that gave us StarWalk and StarWalk 2. You might know this because I don't know. It might be a lot popular. So just go to Google Play as usual and then type there Solar Work Free. Keep in mind that it takes a lot of a lot of actually storage. 345 megabytes or something like that. It took that much space. It's in fact the most storage consumer in my entire gadget. So keep in mind, if you have download done, I'm not going to show downloading because I have already done it. It's going to show you something like this. So click on it. Wait a minute. Okay, for that we'll explore this for a minute. So you know all the planets in the solar system. First Mercury, second Venus. They have no moons. Third Earth. It has one moon. Okay, so let's go back again on this thing until we go back to. Remember, I'm on Earth. It will show something like Saturn here. Keep in mind that you need to keep on settings tablet mode to see all these things. So not all these things, but so after this you can see our latest feature. There are a lot of things here, so I'll make another video about it later. I'll also make another video about Samsung in the future, probably. See on the right side. So let's go to Earth, the easiest to go there. Information. Click this eye here. So the Earth's atmosphere extends out to 10,000 kilometers. These are fun facts below here. But let's go. Let's read the thing. What is written here? Earth is an ocean planet. Our home is a world's abundance of water and life. Makes it unique. Our solar system, other planets, plus a few moons have ice, atmospheres, seasons, and even weather. But only Earth does whole complicated mix come together in a way that encourages life and lots of it. Let's look at the second para they gave us. Earth is made up of complex interactive systems created and constantly changing the world that we are striving to understand. From the vantage point of space, we are able to observe our planet globally, using sensitive instruments to understand delicate among its ocean, land, air, and life. Satellite observations help us to study, predict weather, drought, pollution, climate change, and many other phenomena that affect the environment, economy, and society. How Earth got its name? All of the planets except for Earth were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. The name Earth is an English-German name which simply means ground. It comes from the Old English word "earth" or something like that, and Eartha. In German, it's Erde. The name Earth is 1,000 years, at least 1,000 years old. You'll find some figures here. If you have downloaded it, please check a lot of things about it. I have recently actually downloaded the Apollo 17 mission. Yes, you can do that. You can explore the moon buggy. Now it's time for the interesting part. Look at it. That's the internal part structure. So you can see crust, upper mantle. Let's go back to the picture. This is the crust, upper mantle, lower mantle, core. No, these are crust and mantle, lower mantle, and the outer core and the inner core. Okay, that was extremely terrible because there were so thin layers. Crust, upper mantle. A crust is made 0 to 30 kilometers. Upper mantle 35 to 60 kilometers. Mantle 60 to 2,890 kilometers. Wow, so much. Mantle, I talked about that. So, outer core 890 to 5,100 kilometers, and the inner core, you just take it for myself. I cannot read more. So let me read all. You can read all this stuff. You just go to the Starbucks app and do that, or just pause this video at that time and check a look. So this area is important. This area states all the continents. Here's Eurasia because it's totally 6 continents, not at all more. So there are all the things. If you go back here, you have continents, mountains, ocean, and seas. I will talk about all that. There's also the gallery, many pictures about them. So we covered all that on our boot. Let's now look at our main chart. So after we go to Earth, we get the 4th planet, Mars. There is 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. The reason why the moon has only the moon, simply the name, because until Galileo Galilei discovered the 4 moons of Jupiter, there were only 1 moon in the night sky. So it's simply that simple. Simply that simple. Wait a minute, I'm using wrong verbs. Asteroid belt. There are a lot of things. There are like series, etc. Then we get the 5th planet, the Zeus. No, that's a Roman god. There's what the Jupiter name comes from in the English. Okay, 5 Jupiter. There are 72 moons, but Callisto, etc. Like Europa, etc. The moon, one of the 72 moons. Okay. There are there's rings. Jupiter is the 3rd planet discovered with rings. It has rings actually, like Saturn. Don't be jealous, Saturn. After Saturn and Uranus, of course. There's actually Neptune also has rings. That means all the outer planets which are made of gas are actually that. There might be actually a hypothetical planet 9. Check out Starbuck 22. 22? Wait, why are there so many pronunciation mistakes here? Let's go. Asteroid belt consists of Vesta, as I said. Then 6th planet, Saturn, has 68 moons. And one of them is Titan. And it also has rings. Then we get Uranus. It has 27 moons and Mirinda. But keep in mind there are updates each time occurring. So it's amazing. Then 8th planet is Neptune. It has rings too, but kind of rings. It was discovered as a 4th planet with rings after Saturn, etc. But kind of with Uranus it was none. So I don't know. So it has 21 moons. One of them is Triton. So formation of the solar system is amazing. So this is our solar system. We had explored all of these things. Don't need to look on them. These are some dwarf planets. Pluto, Charon, Ceres. You just go to that app search and then click on it and then go to the dwarf planet section. You'll see all the planets actually, all the dwarf planets. So there is the sun. This is the former solar system. What occurred before our thing. So you can see Jupiter being a little small today, a little big today rather than that. Jupiter when migrated towards the bigger Saturn at that time. It formed the inner planets. It's extremely important. If Jupiter didn't exist, probably I will also not exist.